All right, y'all, I'm back again with another video. So today I'm gonna be doing some interlocking with this tool here. I don't know what this thing is called, but this is what I'm gonna be using. I think this is what they use for sister locks also. So y'all already know I like my parts neat, so I'm gonna use my comb to get it as neat as possible, clean part. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm also still using a little bit of gel to kind of smooth the frizzies. I already did a couple back there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook the hair through here, the big part, and then I'm gonna slide it through the small part to hold it. Because this hook is so small, I'm only putting the tip in there. And when you only put the tip in, it's kind of easy to pull it through the base. All right, so he's tender-headed, so I'm not gonna make them too tight. So here we go. You can pretty much start whatever direction, but I like to end it going down, so that way it lays down. This one, I ended it going up, and you can see it's kind of, you know, sticking up a little bit. These ones, you can see they're laying down versus this one is a little turned up. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's go up, through the side, through, back through that side, there. And when you realize it's getting tight and you're gonna do your last one, you wanna come from the top down so it lays. And you can see it's getting a little tight because I had to tug it a little bit. And then, if you wanna make it really tight and flat, let's see if we can pull it one more time through. So because I already have this little split right here, I'm not gonna go down there, I'm gonna go make another part and go through this section. If you realize you have to pull it too much, it's too tight, just leave it be. This one is tight enough. I don't think I can pull it through one more time without him screaming, so that's good. And we're not damaging the hair or anything. So right here, we have a little, you know, puffiness. We can tighten that up with the crochet hook, but I'm not gonna do that right now for the sake of this video. We're just doing the interlocking, so that's one. All right, let's do another one. He's tender-headed too, so he doesn't like his hairstyle, so this is gonna be a good freestyle for him. He can run around with this, don't have to worry about it being swept out. Or if he goes swimming, you don't have to worry about his hair getting poofy. So here we go again. Putting it through, and then sliding it here to kind of hold it. And slide it down to the end a little bit so it's a little easy to go through the base. All right, here we go again. So up again, it doesn't matter what direction you start, I just like to end from top down to make sure that it's laying flat. So let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna go up, side, and because I'm only holding it, putting a little piece in, it keeps snapping out, but that's okay because I'm not putting it any further up because I don't want to damage the hair or cause any tension when I'm pulling it through. So, all right, stay in there. All right, so this looks pretty tight, but I'm gonna do one more coming down. Make sure that you have enough space. You just pull this to make sure there's enough room to pull it through. So come down, pull it, and that's off. So I'm gonna pull that through, and it's nice and tight. Here you can just wrap this around, or again, like I mentioned before, you can tighten that up with the needle, and the wrap was pretty good, or you can do some locksmithing and just roll that. See, nice and tight. So I'm gonna finish the head, and actually let me do one more. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll come back with the finished product. I think he's gonna really like this. Usually I retwist this here with the comb and just do the palm roll locksmithing type deal, but I'm gonna do this. This will probably last him for the rest of the summer until back to school. So up, sideways, and again, because I only have this little piece through, I'm watching it just so it doesn't pull out of the needle. And then come back sideways again, and I'm almost to the end, so I'm gonna pull it down. And again, the way that you stop it is personal preference. You just have to pay attention to how tight it's getting so you know what direction to make your last loop through. So that's that. I like them coming down And that's nice and flat. Got clean parts. I'm gonna come back with the full head done and let y'all see it. All right, y'all, I am done the head. So this is what our roots are looking like. That's what we got. Looking good. All right, so I'm still a fan of the comb and the locksmithing, but this is just a good way to do it for the kids, especially for the summer. If they're gonna be in a lot of water, you don't have to worry about their twists unraveling, or you know, if they want to wash in between, they don't like to get their hair done often, and this one you have to wait till it's grown out. So I'm gonna show you guys how to tighten up these buds. So I'm not gonna do the full head, but just, you know, so you don't know, so you know it doesn't have to stay like this. This one is really tight, so it's not all the way down, and I'm not gonna pull it anymore because it's gonna hurt. All right, so for this, I can go in with my, I'm going with this guy here, and you can just pulling in all the extras. All right. And don't mind my screaming baby. So if y'all hear screaming, that's my son. So I'm not gonna edit him out. So that's what it is when you got kids. You have to deal with them. All right, so looks a lot better. Up and in. And these, we see these because that's the gap between his last retwist and now the interlocking. So that's where we're having these loose, this little puff right here and this little one here, because that's starting to lock, but it's not as tight and it's not as loose as the new growth. So that's why we're having this little puff ball here. You can also tighten these up with locksmithing as well. Maybe like, okay, let's try this one. You can put a little bit of product on here, this and this. And voila, see that? All right. But the sake of this video, we were only doing the retie, and I'm just gonna oil the scalp. This is my oil that I use on my client's head. You can't buy this in the store. This is the good stuff. All right, that's it. So we can style or you can wear it down. You know, whatever you want to do.